Hey Planeswalkers, welcome to another episode of Top Deck here today on the channel where we are breaking down Mono White Midrange and Standard Best of 1. Now this list I absolutely hate playing against. We haven't done it yet, so I'm excited to make other people hate it here today and play it for you on today's episode. So appreciate you tuning in. Thank you for the likes and subs as always. This list is a top 1500 Mythic list from AlphaNet. Thank you for sharing as well. Excited to cover it here today. Now, the timestamps down below are there for you where we'll break down the strategy objective of this list. We'll go play that competitive Magic as we always do, and then pull it all back together in a little bit of a retrospective outtake of today's episode. Now, if you happen to have a question or comment throughout, do let me know. I love to hear from you always. On top of that, feel free to swing by the Discord server and come say hi. Great community there as well. All right, so here's what we got going on. Mono White Midrange. So again, like I said, this is a list that's absolutely driven me bonkers. It's hard to beat down. I really am excited to play it here today. So for a couple of reasons. The big pieces here is it comes across as kind of an enchantment deck between these two pieces here. Additionally, when you got Wedding Announcement as well, that really locks down some of that early game. The big piece though is we have continued draw with Reckoner, Bankbuster. It kind of pivots a little bit from a control deck when we address Lay Down Arms. So this is a pickup from Brothers War. And then additionally here, Depopulate. This card's really kind of came back, particularly for Brothers War. So each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creatures. Now, mostly a lot of the stuff, again, minus probably some of the Azor Soldier list, but you do got Mono White Soldiers. A lot of the decks are still monocolored. You got Mono Black Aggro, those kinds of things. So likely you can destroy everything, and you're not losing a ton of value on the early game, potentially, depending on what you're doing. Your whole goal is to thin things out, get some of your bigger bombs on here, or the ability to play things back with Sarah Paragon. And that's really going to make a difference here now. Additionally, we still continue to have Farewell here, where you can exile everything that you need to get off the board. Again, kind of rounding out that main control piece. And obviously, Wandering Emperor can also function as that. So relatively smooth. We want to absolutely play on curve. We do got a lot in the 2-drop slot. We do got a lot in the 4-drop slot. Again, the main function is getting into this space, why it's called the mid-range, that 3 to 5 slot. Powerhouse space where we begin to really kind of turn the tide here against our opponents. We just need to lock it in. You can reset the board if you need to as well, and then rebuild from there. So we just want to make sure we play around those things. Again, top 1500 Mythic list by AlphaNet. Let's go ahead and take this thing into the field here today. Excited to use this list to be a pain for someone else. Hopefully that's the case. As always, we'll find out how it goes. I'm an absolute fan of doing everything real for you, win or lose, because Magic is about both. As much as I love to win all the time, you can't win all the time. I hope you can. Let me know. All right, let's see who our first is going to be. All right, here's what we got. Manila Dog. There we go. So I like this because we got Depopulate. We also have this for thinning, which is great. And then we do have a big bomb at the end. Little risky going to 3 here. If we hit a control deck, which this could be a problem. We'll find out relatively quickly here though. It is. It's gonna be a mono blue tempo list. So this is going to be a problem deck for us. Absolutely. Not one that we were looking to hit. And now drawing tons of lands and not being able to go under the tempo is going to be an issue for us. We'll find out what happens here. We gotta play it because we gotta really start taking some of the stuff off the board. Most likely we're going to get smacked around quite a bit. Hopefully we'll have enough to recover. We'll find out and see how it goes. reload on Thirst for Discovery is going to be painful. There will be lots of pain here. And I absolutely have to get this thing off the board. We'll see if we can sneak this in. If they have 2 counters, we're hosed. They probably do. That works. Question here is, can we get something else on the board? We'll see if they play something here to go draw. Not going to happen, so it could be a problem. We'll try and flash it in. Most likely gonna get countered. But it should set us up. They might have something else here.
Hat's coming off.
Again, counters with these. Ooh, and they didn't play it. So we can try to play one of these. See if we can get this on the board. Give it a shot. Getting some of those counters out now.
We've got the edge in this fight.
So let's see if we can do this. Get creatures. And all graveyards. That will make the Jin, not as good. Super unfortunate. So now what we need to do is we need to create our guy.
We must protect the people.
So 2 counters, maybe. 8's lethal, so we have to get this on the board, or we lose. Tough luck. It was a good play around for us there, where we could. We did do our best.
Remember your
Not bad. I'll give it that, given how that played out. We were able to get the Wandering Emperor on, weren't able to fully get stuff off. If we could have got our big wiper to land, would have been great. Unfortunately, didn't go the way that we were hoping to. Again, tough match there. Good one to actually showcase too, where the deck isn't necessarily going to excel. However, we put up a good fight. So I'm definitely happy with that. On to the next one. They had enough of those counters. One of the things that we could have done differently, we could have tried to drop our enchantments there and hope that we got 2 plays off that. This one's a little bit better, a little bit lower on the curve. We could keep this. Could have tried to get 2 plays off. It wouldn't have helped against the Jin, but is what it is. We will keep this because we can get the thinning here. And we get extra help here with Mythras. Now we'll see. This setup has a little bit of potential for us. Now, I will block this time. Just to preserve a little bit of damage. Obviously, could have hit it with this. That's a bummer. I'm doing that because I can save this, maybe. We'll see. So not quite there yet. Now, they could have counters though too, so we gotta be careful about that. Block there. Couple things here. So we don't have enough to pull this. 2 would work there. This would also get close to some stuff. I'm actually gonna do this. We're gonna grab that.
Let me show you.
Kind of playing to the farewell here.
I am almost sad to see you go.
Could really run us into a lot of problems. We'll see. If we don't hit the land drop, we'll be in a big world of hurt. Oh. And we didn't get it. So on the stack, we'll do this. We'll go -2. Kind of kept us alive. Not enough though. Unfortunately, we didn't get to where we needed to be. A little bit too long. We could have played Wedding Announcement. We could have dropped some other creatures and kept taking that damage. Just did not work for us there. Just not going the way that we were hoping today. Probably because I just hit that bracket, and you always get stuck at the bottom and at the top, as I always like to say, because it's magic. All right, on to our third and final game there. Haven't had the fortune of really seeing the full power of the list. We've really been moving around kind of what our opponents have played. Certainly been able to do that. Had a few issues there on that one. Couple of different things, like I said, we could have done. Could have played Wedding Announcement. Kept blocking, those kinds of things. All right, Fury it is. So here we got 2 Wedding Announcements again. We do have 4 planes. I'm going to try it. We're running into problems on these, but let's see if we can change it. All right. Soldiers it is. Ooh. Going to be a big problem. Oof. We can survive one. We're not going to be able to get through this with all the extra tokens, which is too bad. And the pump on all the extra stuff here is going to be a problem. Now again, not enough because they have 5 tokens and they just need to attack in with everything and we're done. Very, very unfortunate there. If we would have had a lower hanging board wipe like we did in that first one with Restoration, would have been a little bit better. So unfortunately for us here today, not the greatest performance. However, it has been a while since we've gone 0-3 with the deck. Very, very unfortunate, but it is what it is. Hit some matchups, hit some plays that didn't go great. I did talk about some of the issues that we'd run into when we kept those hands, and that's exactly what we did. Became a little bit too late here, which can be a problem. Again, not having that turn 2 definitely hurt, particularly when we weren't on the play and we were on the draw, making this deck a little bit slower against some of the aggro based stuff. And then additionally, just not being able to clip it when we did get to some of the later stuff, being able to drop where we needed to be. So again, a top 1500 Mythic deck by AlphaNet. Really still like this deck. Interestingly enough, wasn't able to bring the pain for our opponents today like it's brought me pain. However, I still really enjoyed this list nonetheless. So appreciate you tuning in as always. Thank you for the likes and the subs. If you got a question or comment throughout the list or the deck or those fun things, let me know. Feel free to swing by the Discord server. On top of that, other great ways to stay connected as well as in the know here on the channel. All right, Planeswalkers, you stay safe, you take care, enjoy the Mono White mid-range list. Let me know if your performance is better than mine. I always like to hear from you. So with that, until next time, Planeswalkers, Mythras out.